Alright, here comes the disclaimer. If you're not 21, please leave the channel now. We appreciate it. This is for educational purposes only. But welcome to Yellow Skunk Farms, everybody. We are sponsored by APSUsoil.com. And I appreciate you stopping by. We are just going to check out and walk around the new pond garden. This is our food garden. And then we have our medicine head garden over there. This is hopefully going to be a medicine garden as well, because food is medicine. So hopefully we can grow some nutrient dense food like this tomato here. Look at the pond, look how crystal clear. Well, I can't say crystal clear, but wow, definitely has cleaned up a lot. Taking it, this is day I think 7, maybe a week since we turned it on. From we turned it on quite a few times, but then we had to shut it down, start it back up, shut it down, shut it back up. But we are running about 7 days. I think this is 7 days. We've just been eating off our basil every morning, just a little basil. Yep. That's basil. Love me some basil, man. If you like that on pizza, you're missing out. So this rock is just sitting here. Maybe we can set it right there for now. We've been we were playing with the flow of the water, and I really like this splash that we got going on here. It seems the splash is mitigated quite a bit. The moisture on the rock here has been mitigated. You can see how it kind of runs down a little bit after it builds up, but it's very little. That's good. It's just going to keep these edge moist. It's going to keep the soil nice and moist through here, but not too much. You can see it's got good circulation. You can see the air. We don't have any pumps down here. We just added a heater. So I got that set at 76. That's going to keep the chill off. Man on me. But, oh no, we're getting close to being able to put some log in. We'll put some logs in there. We'll have to find a particular one that I want one that's a big one that's gonna lay down in that corner over here and kind of run up out of the water at an angle and then connect to this right here. This is why this is here. I can lay a log on that, and then we can create a bridge. So we're gonna have like a wooden bridge, some sort of bridge that comes across there. Digger will be able to just come over, hop on this log here. If he wants to come on down the log into the pond, he can come back up, he can go back, he'll be able to get into the creek. He'll be able to pretty much go anywhere except get out of, we're going to make it where he can't get out of the garden itself. So, we'll just have these. I tried to put lips on these, but you might have to, add some lips here or there. I don't know, we'll figure that out, you know what I mean? But most of these places he won't be able to get out of. The ones that he can, we will hook it up. Check out our sweet potato isn't taking off. I see new growth like crazy. We did turn up the Grandmasters over here. So now I'm getting about 350 to 400 on my tomato plant. I'm getting about 450 over here. I was only getting about 150 because I had them turned down. So now we can turn the lights up a little bit. We can get the cyanobacteria really going in the edge. You can see the green in the sand. I can see it. I don't know if you can, but it's a greenish tint to the edge of that sand silt. And that is that purple non-sulfur bacteria. That's that cyanobacteria. and that is setting in. Our star moss has not died off. It feels like it's rooted in there a little bit, actually. If it even roots, I'm not sure if these things root. They just have like these little hairs that come off the bottom of them. I know moss doesn't root. It just has these little singular, like, kind of like a root hair, like a singular root hair that comes down. Each one is individual, like this here. I'll show you. See that? Just kind of got like that little hair hanging off of there. And each individual is separate. So it's crazy how they grow. But that's how moss is. We got some moss over here too. We're going to be bringing in some more moss because it seems that the moss, well, this is what I had this in before, like moss. I've set moss in, and biology really likes to be in that moss. You can see how it's starting to grow. New strains there. So we're going to go get some moss. Like I did at the very beginning, we had moss across here. And for some reason, I just forgot. And, you know, the worms eventually ate all the moss and went through all of it. But, you know, it seems to be super beneficial. So we're going to go collect some more moss from around the property here. We have tons of it. And just set it in places, especially over there on that edge there where we need something. But man, can I tell you how much cleaner the creek is. Algae has come back. Look at that. Right around the edges, just how we want it. Cleaning that creek, then we can come around and just pick it off. This is nothing but food right here. I mean, just straight up food. Crickets will get that. Poker. Just a little aerator is all we're doing with this. But yeah, look at that. Let's see what we see down here this morning. There they are. The worm going on through. There's our aeration right there. You need aeration? Worms. Look at them. They just picked up that rock, and that's where they like to be. That's where they like to be. Look at that. Just perfect. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better environment for a worm, for microbes. The roots just tap right into it. You don't have to move much to see springtails. There's a springtail right there. And they're there, they're just hiding. They hide very well. If you sit here a little bit, they'll just come crawling out, moving around. They're so tiny. So let me just take a little stick here now. A little bit, just under that surface there where they were working. I don't know what that is. Looks like some type of mite or spider or something. Yeah, that's soil food web at its finest right there. We got this creek flowing through here. that's constantly moving and flowing and aerating, being wicked up into the soil. Worm castings, worms, critters, everything is just doing what they're supposed to do, breaking it down. You can see we disconnected. We were wicking way too much water, but the critters definitely put it all back together for us over time. We'll watch that just slowly build back up. These guys here, the isopods and the dairy cows, I'm sure are probably right underneath here. Somewhere, they like to be just underneath, right on the edge. Look. See that moisture coming up in there? That's a home, that's a dairy cow breeding ground right there. And look at the worm casting too. We disturbed them. Look how rich that soil is. It's all put together by roots, worm castings. It's just nothing but organic matter. Look at that. Let's see. We can see what's inside of it. We gave this to, if we give this to Mo and send it to the microscope, which we will, you'll see some crazy shit. This is after the crash, so we've been waiting to send soil back because I've been waiting to, get the bed back where we think we had it, where everything is flowing, everything is growing. We're not in a crash anymore. We got flowers just turfing out in here. But I'm close. I'll probably put some in a bag today, to be honest with you. You can put some in a bag to just take a little bit of this, like right here, and send it to Mo at Agro Soil. And he's going to get some with some roots in it. See, this has got some wood in it. Look at that, got roots, moisture. I want to see if the air has come back, which I know it has because our grass is green down here at the bottom. You can see where we crashed and it's just dying off. I've been kind of pulling out some of the dead, letting it reboot itself. Just give us an idea, pull out the dead and as much as we can. I'm not yanking on it by any means. Look at this. Look at how this mat of soil here, that's all soil sitting on top of the rock. So all that used to be exposed. It's just a rock, so the rock wall goes zip, and then like that. It comes out into a point. We created a point here. It comes out into this turn, and that turn turns and it goes that way. So like we have over there, we have these little trap points, in here to catch the poo. So everything from here on up is running downhill pretty quick, and then it hits this pad here, this ChemiPure, which is just charcoal or basically biochar. There's a couple of those in here. And that water runs through, around, smashes into that, slows up right through here. This is where the algae really takes over, the cyanobacteria. We try and keep the light on this particular part because that's what these things eat. They eat light, so they need some light, but we need shade too. We're day 54 of flower, and we are dangling like some bitch in here, but the flowers are Nice and tight. Tight like a tiger. They're tight like a tiger. And funky. Oh my goodness. The OG is just, look at it. Just dangling. And beautiful. Frosty. These, oh shit, these lower buds are getting light and they're plumping up. But I think we saved them. We did save the plants. We saved them. So thank you, Mo. Thank you guys at the Regenerators crew for Monday nights, man. But really, Mo hit it out of the park when he told me about the, you know, I knew the light did something. I knew, and then when he explained it to me, I was like, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. The light, that deep red, me lowering the white light and the red just intensified. The water intensifies that deep red, making it like it zapped like a laser beam, crushing the algae, crushing all the bacteria that was feeding off that light. And everything just cysted up. When they cyst up, they close up. No more oxygen. When oxygen shuts down, we can't breathe. We don't take up nutrients. We just completely shut down, die off. We lock out. So the plants basically went into lockout mode. And we saw things like this, you know, curling leaves. This was a nutrient, these are nutrient deficiencies, but it's not because the nutrient isn't there. It's because it was on lockout. Basically, all my workers down there went on break and were waiting for me to make the conditions right for them to come back to work. They went on strike, basically. And I don't blame them, because I took their air away. But it seems like less light these things get, the terpier they get. As long as there's some, gotta be light, but it seems like the white light, that white and blue, just pushes terpenes like crazy. And I'm really, we're definitely gonna grow one cannabis plant over here, because I really want to grow one underneath these lights. I really want to do that. So it's probably going to come like right in here. We're just going to plant one right there and watch what happens. I know it's going to do good because we got fresh soil. Soil is money. So we get a couple of girls over here. Planter. I mean, we can also do vegetable over here. You know, the whole thing, this doesn't have to be cannabis. I was sitting there thinking to myself, you know, why does this have to be, you know, cannabis? This could be cannabis. This could be food. We could flip-flop. We could do whatever. We could mix. You know, we could grab tomato. We could have cannabis. We could have, you know, all kinds of things. Just mix it all up. I was like, why not? Why am I pigeonholing myself into one little container here for doing food? I mean, it's cool. I mean, that's what we're gonna do, but why not just grow everything? Mix it all up. So that's probably what you're gonna see. Like I said, my ideas change day to day, so you never know what you're gonna get from me. I'm just thinning out some of these leaves here, letting that light get down there. Look at this. Look at the stacking on this. Beautiful. Nice and tight. Flowers are dense, is what I'm trying to say. And whew, bunker. Orangeline, super tight. I mean, this is the tightest flower in here, as you can tell. And terpene. I mean, whew. That's OK Calyx's Orangeline. This is Luna Whitcomb, Luna All Day. on Instagram. It's her Lunar Cheese and Raspberry Deadheads. Raspberry Deadhead is definitely a winner. So let's go over here and check on the boys, girls. What's up, Coop? I see you. Where's your sister at? Back there? Look how clear this is. Crystal clean. No filtration either, so kiss my ass. Mr. Postman. I mean, we are, look at that thing over there. It's going to be in the pond here in a second. Look at that. Let's bring this on up here. Maybe we can rest her on this one. No. On this, no. Bring her over here, maybe. Yeah. We're resting all in here. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's art right there to me. That is art. Alright guys, I'm going to catch out of here. We are probably going to be all over YouTube today. I'm going to stop by Growing Old. I think he's up at like 12 or 11 or something like that. So I might stop in there, because I'll be out here pretty much all day. And then we'll go live after that for a little bit if we have anything else to do other than just hang out in here, talk shit. And so yeah, we'll check you later, and peace.